Alright, hello and welcome everyone to the channel. And I figured I'd make a video talking about my personal first impressions on Warzone. This being a battle royale for Modern Warfare. Um, Honestly, I'm one of the people that a lot of my friends know that I do not particularly enjoy battle royales too much. I got the achievements for Blackout when I was going for all the achievements in that game. Um, but that was kind of the extent of that. I did enjoy the character challenges, as I'll get into a little bit later. But honestly, like I don't personally enjoy kind of having to rush through giant open worlds per se. So like especially where Blackout was a bunch of locations from every game from World at War all the way up to Black Ops 3 and even I think some even Black Ops 4 maps, but I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. It's been a while. But like you know these locations, you see them, and you want to kind of stick around and take a look at them if you get the chance. That's one of the reasons I particularly don't really like kind of too big of battle royale, but honestly, my mind's been being changed a little bit by Warzone for sure. And actually, I'll get into one of the things that I love about this game, and I do like the actual normal battle royale, particularly of it. But the secondary mode, which I'll get into a little bit later, is probably by far my favorite. Um, so yeah, there's a few things we'll go over in this video though. I figure the first thing we might as well mention is definitely objectives. So that being whether objectives are bounties are kind of something that you pick up from a little tablet and you complete a challenge to get rewarded, whether that be a sort of supply drop esque kind of amount of rewards, or really just kind of whatever they decide to give you for the reward. Um, Honestly, being an achievement hunter, I really enjoy having kind of mini goals within a game to go for. So having these little contracts kind of gives you a little extra goal if you're finding yourself, instead of just sitting around hiding in a corner or something, you pick up one of these tablets and it gives you a goal to go for, and you get a big reward for it. So that's something I really enjoy. And recon is kind of securing an area and you get a supply drop for it. So when it comes to another thing over here of kind of getting attacked and kind of going into defense mode, I guess is the way to put it. Um, Lethal tacticals and, as you'll see here, field upgrades, being the deployable cover, all able to be used, picked up, and kind of just used in any way you particularly can think of in any manner. I do remember back in Black Ops 4, I used to put trophy systems on the back of trucks and kind of drive around. But, anyway, over here you'll see a buy station, which is really particularly interesting in the fact that you can buy a bunch of stuff, whether that be score streaks, gas masks, armor plates, and you'll actually see here I buy a loadout drop, which I don't know how I feel about this yet, because it kind of breaks the point of Battle Royale, but at the same time it doesn't, so it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of doesn't give you that much of a point, but at the same time it kind of does. But you'll see that you can buy a team revive, but another way you can get yourself up, and I love this. I cannot explain how much I love this kind of reference back to the older games of the Gulag, but also kind of throwing in a bit of the newer game too. You can, on your first death, go to the Gulag and kind of have a small 1v1, and actually whoever wins will get completely just thrown back into the game for free the first time. And I love how you can actually kind of go around and look in here and just kind of just see kind of a little bit of the design of the place. I mean, they put a lot of effort into this, and it's honestly, personally, I think it looks really cool. Um, but the battles don't last too long. They're only one kill each time, so they're not ever going to be too long. But they do tend to sometimes drag on if both people decide to camp a little bit. But you'll see here, I actually get in, and I do end up getting released. If you don't get released, you can still go back into the game just by happening to have your teammate have $4,500 and go to a buy station and buy you out. So another thing I wanted to mention was actually that I figured was very important was that you actually can find different rarity crates and also different rarity weapons. So those are all. I haven't really figured out if a different rarity weapon does more damage than another one or how that works yet. But I do know as far as the fact that you will find rarer items in rarer crates. So that is cool as far as that goes. I do kind of enjoy that a lot, honestly. But that is kind of the biggest part here is just looting is pretty different. And as you'll see, I'm picking up kill streaks. So you can find those in there too. And actually, you can use perks from your loadouts to get that. Another thing, as I said, I really enjoyed actually kind of exploring the maps or whatever. And one of the best ways you can do that is via vehicles. Uh, so you'll see here I'm trying to pick up my teammate a little bit, and it took a while to realize that I wanted him to get in. But you'll see here when I fly up in the air after grabbing my one teammate, it's just this open world is huge. I mean, it's great, and I'll get into why I like the secondary mode plunder a lot more as soon as we kind of roll over to that clip. But it's just it's incredible. It's all the Spec Ops, all the multiplayer maps combined, and honestly, I love it for that because you can kind of take a look back and be like, wow, I remember that map. Like, you know, I love that part of kind of big maps. The last thing right here, as I was saying, is the game mode Plunder. I love this game mode. Honestly, like, I really enjoy the Battle Royale, but Plunder is by far my favorite. Yes, it is 30 minutes long, and yes, you don't die per se. Well, you can die, but you respawn unlimitedly. But it is all based on whoever can get the most money up to 1 million in that time limit. And you can get these cash marks and everything, and I love it because there's no storm or anything like that keeping you from just going out and searching throughout the maps, and it's amazing. Anyway, guys, thank you, and I hope to see you around. Stay tuned. See you guys later. Bye.